Hey guys, it's Nadine and I'm back to share with you guys another little gadget. It's a craft gadget again. I am a serious dumb gadget girl. I know that sounds ridiculous, but anytime there's something new, I am always very inquisitive about it. Some things I buy and some things I overlook because I know for certain I am not going to use it. However, this little beauty, which is by We Are Memory Keepers, and it's been out for a little bit now. It's called the Envelope Notcher. I said to myself, I would actually make use of this. So today you and I are going to figure this little doozy out together. So I got this at Hobby Lobby. I went to Hobby Lobby for no particular reason at all, just to kind of like browse and see what was new. And then as I was perusing down the aisle in slow motion, I saw this and I was like, you know what? I was meaning to get this. So because I didn't find anything else that I needed at that moment, I was like, let me get this. Because, you know, to me, if you go into a store and you walk out empty-handed, it's kind of like, one of those things. So I picked this up. I used my 40% off coupon, and it was pretty inexpensive, and I don't recall off the top of my head how much it was because I have been sitting on this for at least a month now. But let's figure this thing out. So I am making some envelopes because let me show you. I have to send my kids school pictures or like their sports pictures to my mom, my mother-in-law, my sister, to our families. I gotta send it out. And I wanted to, I have little boxes of goodies that I'm sending to everybody too, but I wanted to add this in there. So I took out my, what do you call it? My punch board, which looks like this. I took that out and I made these envelopes, right? And I'm going to put, the picture is 5 by 7. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in like that. And so I thought, well, you know what, this thing is going to come in handy because it's supposed to make notches on your envelope so that you don't have to put any kind of adhesive, which I was like, hey, you know what, I'm always down for a good gadget, you know. So this is the picture of my kid, Mr. RJ, and this is his soccer picture because he's like hardcore soccer. So yeah, okay, let's check this out. So let's see. I cut down the paper. Because this is a 5 by 7 envelope, it called for a paper 12 by 12 sheet to be cut down to 9.5 by 9.5. I followed all the directions on the punch board and I scored it, and then I you know, made the little notches on it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the notches on this thing so that it can close on itself without any kind of adhesive. So let's open this, and I'm gonna say that We Are Memory Keepers, it's one of my favorite companies. They come up with all kinds of doodads. There is another thing that I am actually eyeing. It is the one that makes like the file folders or whatever, which you can actually do that with this, with the punch board too, because I watch Bona and she is Live Love Scrap, and she was the very first one that I ever saw make that. But you know, that other gadget is calling to me, so I might get that too. All right, so I opened it up. It was a little bit tough opening it up, but nonetheless, my muscles won. Okay, so now direction says, or there is no directions, or where's the directions? Okay, oh, the directions are underneath. People, the directions are underneath. So let's pull this thing off and read what the heck they say. And usually, oh, crapola. Usually I'm not one to read the directions, but this little thing looks a little bit more complicated than my little mind can figure out. So center the base on the envelope or card using the measurement guide. Okay. Fold the top flap over. Place the punch with the word top right side up and punch. Hold the base in place to make sure it doesn't shift while completing step 5. All right, well, let's start off with that part. That seems simple enough. I put this on my paper. Well, this card is a little bit bigger than the size that they have here. So, all right, well, we're just gonna wing it. So I'm gonna figure out where the middle is, and I'm gonna eyeball it, okay? Because if your envelope is bigger than this actual tool, and it doesn't or does it extend? No, it doesn't extend. So it doesn't extend, and if it's bigger than the tool, then you kind of just have to eyeball it. And maybe there's another way of doing it, because I really haven't watched any YouTube videos on how to do this thing. But yeah, we're just gonna eyeball it. So it looks like, and I hope my fingers are the same width or the same size. It looks like they both are like a finger width apart on each side, so that looks about right. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna take off the top, and the top is magnetic. And so then I'm gonna put this on here. I'm gonna put it down so that I can read that it says top right here. Okay, let me move this up a little bit so I'm in the middle screen, and then I'm gonna punch down. All right, so I did the top. Now I'm gonna keep it steady, keep it there. I'm gonna take the bottom flap and put it on this thing. I'm gonna reposition that, and the bottom is gonna be facing away from me. And I'm gonna go ahead and punch it again. And let's see if that turned out right. Did that or did it not? Oh no, it did not. Of course, you know, because what would it be if I didn't screw up on camera, right? Okay, well luckily I have another one that I needed to make, and this one's supposed to be my mother-in-law's one, so I guess I have to remake my mom's. All right, let's do this again. And in Hawaii we say hanaho, which means one more time. Let me fold this on itself again. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put it in the middle. We're gonna eye it so that way there is equal distance on both sides, or equal amount of space on both sides. I'm going to put the top down. I'm gonna put this back on here, and then I want to punch. So now I see what I did wrong. I want to make sure, and let me focus or kind of zoom in for you guys. I want to make sure that I can actually read what it says. So I can read top. Now, what I messed up was I left it so that I wasn't reading the bottom. Bottom was upside down, which is completely wrong. But that is the magic of television. Okay, now I'm going to take this thing and turn it around and re-put it on here so that I can actually read that it says bottom. Punch it again. Take these things off, and let me just say that the magnets on these things is like massive. And I'm gonna take this off, take out the little trash, and then we're going to, okay, hold on, let me fold in the sides. And let's see how this works. And now we're just going to, oh, that is cute. See that? So now you don't need any kind of adhesive or nothing. It just kind of interlocks and it stays, woo, and it stays without any kind of adhesive. So let us put the picture in here so that I can show you guys what it would look like. So I'm going to put my kid's picture in here, and then we're going to close it up. And it is actually perfect, and that's exactly what I wanted it to look like. And I'm gonna send this to my mother-in-law. Ta-da! So you know what? Minus that little blooper, this thing is pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. And I do think it was worth what I bought it for. And I will try to figure out, find my receipt and how much I bought this for, and I will let you guys know. And on it, there are guides. So if you have an envelope that actually this would fit nicely inside, it would center it nicely. You have guides what you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Or where the middle would be, or whatever. So, okay, so that is the We Are Memory Keepers envelope notch. And I like it. I highly suggest you guys get it if you make a lot of envelopes like I do. It's pretty much good for everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will link for everything in the description box below. So if you guys are interested, go and get them. Go and get yourself one, and I will be back to talk with you guys later. Take care. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.